We are at the French Grand Prix, and we'll be trying to do a two-stopper here. Medium, hard, soft, should be okay. Decent qualifying again, 1-2, decent car setups, and in general, we're just gonna power through.
And here we go with the French Grand Prix.
So it's gonna be interesting to see if
It's lights
again
out,
Ferrari, Red
and
Bull,
away we
Mercedes
go.
are catching up a bit. We were put under pressure last race out, but looks like we are good on this one. See if we can ride out into the sunset. Looks like we are good. Let's go neutral. Give them a lot of ERS to play with. We're going to burn a little bit more fuel like we usually do. And then we'll see if our drivers can keep this going. And if we can establish a DRS train to help development.
You're doing very
We'll
good.
have to see here if balance is enough. Give them a couple of laps to have the fuel delta normalize, if you will. And it seems like it will not be enough for the entire race, but if they switch back and forth, we can probably make this work. Things are looking good. Now, Verstappen and Leclerc are pulling ahead of the rest of the pack. Russell is fighting Perez. Gasly signs Hamilton. So, it's looking interesting for sure. Now, Piastri is starting to gain a bit extra fuel here that he needs to burn off. But we should be okay still, I think.
Sounds like someone's locked up.
So Tsunoda with a lockup tosses him down to last place, sadly. We've entered the pit window for our first stop. We are going to be burning these tires a bit more. We're trying to stretch Duhan's for an extra lap, so we have complete control. Ocon with a spin, but he recovered. We're going to wait a little bit longer to pit, or do you know, we're actually going to pit this lap, is a good one. And then we'll pit Duhan the following lap, so we'll just get the pit stop set up here. We're going to delay it. And there we are. Piastri came out just barely ahead of Verstappen, as you can see. So we'll have to see if Duhan can keep his place. He could, and they once again managed to regain that gap there. So we're good. Now we're just gonna allow them to do their own thing. Verstappen did get a tow from us, which gave him a little bit of an extra advantage against Leclerc. So we'll see just how this rolls plays out for the other teams. First for the pit, everyone is currently on hards, so it'll be a little bit longer. Then we'll be good. Driver ran wide, Duhan, so he has lost some time to Piastri. With that in mind, we're going to allow Piastri to just slow down, because we have just barely reached the halfway point of the race, and I still want them to DRS each other. Sorry, DRS.
They're forced wide.
I guess that is a decent return to the track after running wide. Stroll here has gotten himself a penalty. Wonder what that is about. No one is out of the race though, so we'll have a look here.
Cars, I think. Let's take a closer look. Now we see Valtteri Bottas.
Light touch to send the boat out. It happens. Luckily they're both still driving, so they should still be okay. Bottas kept his position though, I think. I don't know how high up he was before the crash, but he's right behind Verstappen. And he hasn't pitted, so he probably lost a little bit then, maybe. We are still looking rather good. Got Schumacher there on the main straight. Well, the pit straight. Which is good for us. We'll have to keep a look on the fuel here, because we are running it really, really close. If you want to consider it from that angle. In terms of the tires, they're still good. We get to the pit window with ease. And we have now a minute down to third, so we're pretty safe, all things considered. So there's just 13 laps of the race left. We are not going to take any risks. We don't have a need for it. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to conserve a bit. And we might just run standard here until we get until the end. There is no reason for us to really push. So we'll turn down the risks a bit. Start playing a bit more safe. We'll do a push lap towards the end for fastest lap for sure. But other than that, we'll be cooling down a little bit here. Let's see if it helps with potentially getting Piastri his mojo back, if you will. So we are still in a dangerous zone here for Duhan. We might actually have to force him to sit behind Piastri for a bit. And Duhan has actually lost a lot of time to Piastri. But with just 8 laps to go, I don't think I'll try and do anything to reconnect them. We're going to have to run a bit more conservatively too here, because again, the fuel delta is really not looking good for him. So we'll be running the tires like this towards the end here. Piastri still has a bit more to work with, so he's good. But yeah, we might have to just do conserve here to be absolutely certain that this does not end up with being without a fuel on the line, for instance. Let's see, in terms of tires that people are on, most of them are on the hards, mediums, and we already have fastest lap. But I think we'll give Piastri here the opportunity for a push lap. Again, I'm a bit late in doing this, but we'll see here if he can make something work here on the final lap. Tires severely overheating, should still be okay. Piastri finishes first, Duhan second. Verstappen will most likely finish third, Russell fourth, Leclerc, Sainz, then Hamilton, and Perez. Top 8 is basically what you'd expect. And the last 2 point scoring positions go to Vettel and Norris. So a good race for us. Decent fast lap 2 for Piastri. Pole position, point for Duhan. Fast lap for Piastri. Piastri catches a little bit up, but it's still going to struggle even if you win every single race here towards the end, I think. In terms of constructors, we have more than twice the points on Mercedes again, so it's looking good. It seems like there might have been basically an establishment here because they almost got the same amount of points. Red Bull caught up with 1. McLaren gains that 1 point, which pushes them further ahead for them, which is good. AlphaTauri cashed up 2 points on Alfa Romeo, which is again good for them. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.